Hello students, welcome to Vivid Botany. We have a question about ray florets. Ray florets belong to Asteraceae family. Let me explain you about the Asteraceae. See here, aster means star. So it is named after aster. We call it as Asteraceae. Earlier it was called as Compositae. What plants are the members of Asteraceae? We know sunflower, that is Helianthus annuus, that is a member of Asteraceae, and Trinox procumbens, that is coat button, is a member of Asteraceae, and marigold, you know very well, that is also a member of Asteraceae, and many more plants are there. Here, the plant, the flower appears like a star, like sunflower that appears like a star, so it is called as sunflower, and the family is called Asteraceae. So, in this Asteraceae, two types of flowers are present. The flowers are very small, they are called as small florets. So, flowers are very small, they are called as florets. So to attract the insects, what they do, all the florets are densely packed. They cluster, they aggregate themselves, and they look like a single inflorescence, a single flower. Actually, it's not a flower, it is an inflorescence. You know about the sunflower. I'm trying to show you the sunflower here. So in this sunflower, all these are each one is one flower, each one is one flower, but it looks like a single flower. Why does it look like single flower? But a common man, he thinks that it is a single flower, but actually it's not a single flower. It is a combination of many flowers. You know sunflower very well. They look towards the sun. When you go to the fields, if you have an experience of going to fields, you will find sunflower very much. They look like stars. We know that the nearest star is sun. The farthest suns are the stars. So these are the sunflowers. So these are two types of florets are present here. The florets are two types here, that include here ray floret and disc floret. Ray floret is one, and another is the disc floret. What is ray floret and the other is disc floret? Let's see here that the peripheral flowers are called as ray florets. What you see, the peripheral flowers are called ray florets. In the center that you see here, these are called as disc florets. So do remember that ray florets are peripheral. Disc florets are central. Generally, the formation of flowers is centripetal. That is, flowers will form from periphery towards center. That is, ray florets are first formed, disc florets are later formed. And ray florets are unisexual. In fact, they are female. So we call them as pistillate. Disc florets are bisexual. Ray florets are unisexual, disc florets are bisexual. And ray florets are zygomorphic. Zygomorphic indicates the symmetry of the flower. That is, The flower can be cut into two equal halves only on one vertical plane. Disc florets are actinomorphic, that they can be cut into two equal halves on any plane, on any vertical plane that is passing through center. So I will show you the symbol also for zygomorphic. This is zygomorphic and this symbol is the actinomorphic. The actinomorphic, it is zygomorphic, and both are epigynous. Right, we came to the point. What is epigynous? See, try to understand very carefully. I am going to explain what is this epigynous or hypogynous. This is something indicating the position of the floral parts in relation to the ovary. I am saying once again, it is position of floral parts in relation to ovary is called as the epigynous, perigynous, hypogynous and all that. So accordingly, three types are there here. What are the three types that I am going to write here? Let us see first the hypogynous. Hypogynous. Hypo means below. Gynous means gynoecium. That is, the flower is present below the gynoecium. Try to understand, the flower is present below the gynoecium. Flower means other than gynoecium. Flower is below the gynoecium. How do we understand this below the gynoecium or hypogynous flower? See here is that in hypogynous flower, the so-called ovary is a deep, it's not deep complex structure, this is conical. It is something like conical ovary. This is conical ovary. Very conical thalamus, this is conical thalamus, and tip of the thalamus, it is very bigger. Let me take very small one. So here, what is thalamus? Thalamus means it is the tip of the pedicel is called as thalamus. What is pedicel? Stalk of the flower is called as pedicel. So let me draw first the thalamus, that is tip of the pedicel. So this is tip of the pedicel. This is ovary, style and stigma. So you can assume that it is the ovary, of course, ovary this is, and these parts are the stamens, that is androecium. These parts are the corolla, that are petals, and these parts are the calyx, that are sepals. So I repeat once again, these are sepals, or it is called as calyx. This is petals, or it is called as corolla, and these are the stamens, that are called the androecium, and this is the pistil, and here this part is called as the thalamus. So thalamus means what I told you. Thalamus means tip of the pedicel. Tip of the pedicel. What is pedicel? Stalk of the flower. Stalk of the flower is called as the pedicel. So you can find it here is that if you observe very carefully the diagram, the ovary is superior here. This is superior ovary. How it is superior? You see the origin, that is ovary is superior to the rest of the floral parts. If you see, this is the stamens, they are below the ovary. This is corolla, below the ovary. This is calyx, below the ovary. So all the floral parts arising from below the ovary. So ovary is here superior. So generally in all hypogynous flower, ovary is superior. Hypogynous flower ovary is superior. And how do we indicate the superior ovary in floral formula? That's also very much important. Look, G for gynoecium. G for gynoecium. Gynoecium means what? The inner floral wall that is made up of carpels, the female reproductive organ, is called as gynoecium. So I write just a hyphen that indicates the remaining floral parts. For example, here this is the hyphen. This line indicates the remaining floral parts. G is superior to the line. That is, G means gynoecium is superior to that remaining floral parts. So this is superior ovary symbol that we write in floral formula. And the examples include for hypogynous flower are so many examples we can write. For NCR textbook we have families like we have Fabaceae. The Fabaceae members all that come under the hypogynous flower. And next we have what is that, Solanaceae. Solanaceae also comes under hypogynous flower. Next we have Liliaceae. Liliaceae also comes under the hypogynous flower. So in NCR textbook, all the members of Fabaceae, Solanaceae, Liliaceae, all that come under the hypogynous flower. Next, let's have a look at the second one, that is the perigynous. Perigynous. See, the name itself is indicating that the gynoecium is neither superior nor inferior to the rest of the floral parts, right? So if you see the thalamus here, the thalamus is here little bit cup-like structure, not completely but little bit cup-like structure. So this is the ovary that we find. And these are the ovules we can see here. And on this thalamus, that is on thalamus here, here we find the rest of the floral parts. You see, this is extension of the pistil. This is stigma, style, ovary, ovule. And remaining floral parts, these are the stamens that are present here. And next we have the corolla, that are petals. Next we have the calyx. So in this floral parts, what it is said that the gynoecium is situated in center and floral parts are present on rim of thalamus. Floral parts are present on rim. Rim means border. The rim of thalamus. Right? So what do we observe here is that the ovary and the other floral parts are almost at same level. They appear at same level. You see, these are the floral parts. They are the floral parts and ovary. So floral parts and ovary almost appear at same level. This is one case. And here the ovary is called as half inferior or half superior. Half inferior are half superior. Is very interesting to know like this, half inferior or half superior ovary. Then how do we symbolize this? The symbol is quite interesting. Here we keep the hyphen beside of the G. Neither it is present above the G nor it is present below the G. So this is quite interesting. Perigynus flower. For this example we can give here plum, rose and peach. Plum, rose and peach. These are three examples for the perigynous flower. Next we find the third one, that is epigynous flower. Epigynous flower. See, the term itself is indicating epigynous flower. Epigynous flower. Epi means above. Above. Gynous means gynoecium. Flower. That is, what he is saying, that the flower is present above the gynoecium. The flower means what? Other than ovary. The flower is present above the gynoecium. How the flower is present above the gynoecium? It is complete contrary to the above two types. The flower in the sense here, floral parts other than ovary. Floral parts other than ovary are present above the gynoecium. So let me explain this also. Here the gynoecium, the thalamus is deep cup-like structure. Unlike the above two, the thalamus is here deep cup-like structure. So this is the thalamus. It is present a deep cup-like structure, and the ovarian wall and inner walls of thalamus both are fused completely. Ovarian wall and inner walls of thalamus both are fused completely. You can't find here which is ovary and which is thalamus. This I am drawing here are the ovules. These are the ovules here. So this part is called as ovary, and this is called as ovule, and this is called as the so-called thalamus. And rest of the floral parts appear. Let me extend the style, stigma and all that. So this is style, stigma of the ovary. And remaining floral parts that we see here, these are the stamens. This is also the stamen, and this is the corolla. This is corolla. Corolla means you know that very well. That is the petal, and these are the calyx, that are sepals. Okay, so again I write here, this is calyx made up of sepals, this is corolla made up of petals, this is androecium made up of stamens, and this is gynoecium made up of the carpels. I write here pistil. So now I think it's very clear for you. The ovary is completely embedded inside the thalamus. First of all, I write here, thalamus is deep cup-like structure. It is deep cup-like structure, whereas ovary is completely enclosed. Ovary is completely enclosed by thalamus. That you don't find the ovary outside. That is the case here. Completely enclosed, completely embedded inside the thalamus. And remaining floral parts Remaining floral parts means that include here the calyx, corolla and androecium. Remaining floral parts are present above the ovary, right? So here we call it as epigynous flower. That you see the flower is present above the gynoecium. I think now you could have understood. The total flower, that is calyx, corolla, stamens, androecium, all are present above the gynoecium. So we call it as epigynous flower, and it's called inferior ovary. Why it is inferior ovary? Because ovary is inferior to the rest of the floral parts. Ovary is positioned lower to the rest of the floral parts. Rest of the floral parts. So that is called as inferior ovary. And what is symbol? Yes, the symbol is here something like this. That is G. You can understand. This is gynoecium. So gynoecium is inferior. Flower is superior. So I keep the hyphen here. This is the position. This is the symbol of inferior ovary. Now, where do we find this inferior ovary? That epigynous flower. So, some examples are given here. Like we have cucumber, that is all gourds that come under cucurbitaceae, like ridge gourd, bottle gourd, snake gourd, bitter gourd, angle gourd. Even we have the watermelon, what is that? Cucurbita maxima, watermelon, all that come under cucurbitaceae, cucumber, in which the ovary is inferior. Another example I can give you is that guava. You know, guava is an excellent fruit that we take it during the seasonal. And another is the most awaited ray florets of Asteraceae. Ray florets of Asteraceae. Actually, not only ray florets, but disc florets also we can write here. But in the context, he gave ray florets of Asteraceae. Like that, I can give you example as I told you earlier. That is sunflower, Helianthus annuus, Tadax procumbens. That is coat button, marigold, Tacitus petula, Tacitus erecta, right? And Dahlia, Helianthus annuus, all these come under the family Asteraceae. So here we find three kinds of what you call the ovary. First one, that is hypogynous flower. I mark it as one. Second one, perigynous flower. That is second one. And third one, epigynous flower. The third one. Now, one question I would like to ask you is that in which these three flowers, which is the more advanced? Is it hypogynous, epigynous or perigynous? Remember always, advanced is means evolved. That features something related to more safety and secure. See, ovary is the only permanent part of the flower which modifies into fruit after fertilization that give rise to seed that contain the embryo, that is next generation of the offsprings. So, more security, more safety, more concern should be given to the ovary. So here in these three types of flower where the ovary is given more safety and more security. Remember, that is epigynous, because in this the ovary is completely embedded, enclosed by thalamus. So as far as evolution is concerned, evolutionary arrangement, if you see, the more advanced one is epigynous. The symbol is like this. It is epigynous. Thereafter, we have the next one, that is perigynous, and thereafter we have the thalamus, that is hypogynous. So the most primitive one is hypogynous, because we have seen here in the hypogynous, the ovary present at the top, that is most exposed one is ovary among all the floral parts. So when it is exposed more, there is a chance of getting damaged by biotic or non-biotic factors. But in case of the epigynous flower, since it is embedded, enclosed by the ovarian wall, by thalamus, deeply cup-like structure, so it is given more priority, more safety, more security. So this is highly advanced one among the all. So this is about the evolutionary arrangement of these ovaries. So I think I have given you the total description of the position of the floral parts in relation to the thalamus. Now the question, let us see here. Ray florets have inferior ovary, superior ovary, hypogynous ovary, half inner ovary. Inferior ovary is the right one. This is the right one for this question. Okay, because inferior ovary means ovary is inferior to rest of the floral parts. We have seen that in hypogynous flower it is superior ovary. I wrote it here, and in the perigynous flower I wrote it half inferior, half superior. In epigynous flower I wrote it inferior ovary. So this is the right answer for this question here. Second, superior ovary, it is not the right answer because it is present in hypogynous flower, and hypogynous flowers are not seen in ray florets of Asteraceae. This is wrong. Second one, half inferior. This is perigynous flower. This is seen in plum, rose, peach. It's also not correct. Hypogynous ovary. There is no such word called hypogynous ovary. So you should know here what are the ray florets, why they are called ray florets, in which family they are present, what is actinomorphic, what is zygomorphic, right? What is unisexual, and what is ray floret, what is disc floret, what is bisexual, what is epigynous, what is epigynous. So I was trying to explain you all the terms related to Asteraceae and related to the position of floral parts in relation to the thalamus. What are the symbols also I have explained. What are the examples also I have explained. So hope my elaboration, my explanation is comprehensive one. It can be helpful for you to solve this type of questions without any difficulty. So the answer is here inferior ovary. The question is taken from morphology. Though it appears to be a simple question, but students should have more elaborate understanding, conceptual understanding about the this flower and all the floral parts. So once again I reiterate here, you take the screenshot of this, right, and you copy all these notes in your textbook and in your classwork. Not to forget to subscribe my channel, that is Vivid Botany, and make a comment, respond what you feel about my explanation, so that I can go along with your modulation in my next videos. And if you have any doubt regarding any part of the botany, either +1 and +2, please drop it in the comment box so that we can discuss about them in our next video. So do remember, the channel is Vivid Botany. Thank you very much.